Hey there, we're back with our robot drawing. So last time I drew out mine, I used my little handout to get me started, and then I kind of changed and made up my own robot as I went. There was my robot right there. Okay, I'm going to add a couple more details and then maybe a little background, and then I could always color mine. Maybe my robot has some sort of a little control panel here with buttons on its arms so it can do different things. You press these buttons and it can do different things. Maybe you press this button here and that's what makes him fly. Okay? Maybe you press a different button and these rockets go away and he can walk. So there's all sorts of things you could do with your robot. Okay? Now the background on mine, I'm going to imagine that mine is flying in the sky. I could do a lot of different things. I could draw an outer space-like background. So I'm going to imagine mine is flying around in outer space. Or maybe it's just in the sky and I have some clouds, but either way, I like that idea since it looks like he is flying. Okay, so maybe in mine, I add some clouds. And maybe there's another cloud over here. Okay, maybe add some music notes because of the little antennas here. Maybe my robot can play music. Okay, just a fun idea. And then in the rest of the sky, maybe I make it look like there's some planets in the sky. Sure, why not? Okay, and then I can add some little shapes, and maybe this is Earth. So I color it with some blues and greens and imagine that's Earth off in the distance. Okay, I could have another planet here. Maybe I do something that looks like Saturn with a ring around it. Okay, another planet in this distance. Okay, just some ideas for my background so it's not too empty. Maybe there's another cloud over here. Maybe I add a few stars. So it's going to be kind of up to you with how you want to finish off the background of your robot. I'm imagining mine's flying. That's why I did that. Okay, now I'm on to color for mine. So I'm going to use colored pencils because that's what I have handy, and I can use my colored pencils to start this. Okay, maybe I start coloring this planet here. Remember, when you color as neatly as you can. Try to stay in the lines. Don't press too hard because sometimes if you press too hard, it's hard to make it look as smooth. So it's kind of a medium here. I'm not pressing super hard, but I don't want it so light that I can't see my color. Okay, so that planet's colored. Maybe this planet I use a different color combination, like some orange and red or yellow or something. So this planet's going to be different. Start off with some orange, and then maybe on this side I add more of a red, and then I can blend them in the middle a little bit. Alright, my robot, I can decide on what colors I want to use for that. Maybe I'll start off and use some, let's use some blue on the head. I don't want to color it too dark. I want it more of a lighter blue, so I'm not pressing very hard. So that's the step you're on. How do you want to finish up your robot? What kind of colors do you want to use? There's that. Maybe the neck, I leave that gray and I could shade that with my normal pencil. So I can show you a little pencil shading. Instead of using a colored pencil, I'm just going to use my regular pencil and make that neck kind of gray. Okay, so you have a lot of choices from here on what you can do and what you want to do for color. I'm going to make the screen on his body that kind of looks like a phone. I would probably, I don't know, just make it kind of dark. So I'm using my black. I'm not pressing super hard, but so I'm going to color that all in. The outside I could choose a color, or maybe I leave a few things white. A few details can be white. You don't have to color every single detail. Okay, so I could finish coloring that in. I never did finish drawing this stuff on here. So I'm just going to sketch them in quick so I know where to color. And everyone's robot's going to look a little different. This was just something I came up with. So it is your turn to create your own and see what you can create. The more creative you are, the better. Artists like Robert T. McCall, they were very creative. He came up with ideas about how it might look in the future in outer space and made those into artwork. Those were all things that he just kind of created on his own. Okay, so I would continue coloring and, mix and match colors however you want until your final project looks like it is done. So I'm going to continue on mine, and I want you to continue and finish your project.